Hey everyone, this is Michael with Urgent Backyard Orchards. Hope everyone is doing well. This is November of 2022, and I'm gonna do a short, relatively speaking, video overview of all the fruit trees in my orchard, a really super quick tour, but it's a nice way to give you a sense of everything that's happening in the orchard. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been born out of inspiration and passion to actually start a healthy, organic orchard. Started during COVID, again about 2.5 years ago. And what you're going to see is some of the highlights and results of that hard work, the successes, the failures, and everything in between. So with that, we'll get started with the tour right about now. All right, we're going to do a super quick walkthrough of the orchard. Try to cover it all in about 2 or 3 minutes. Let's see how we can do, see if we can speed through it. We're going to start off with the berries and the stone fruit section. Right here are a couple of blackberry clusters. These are producing fruit, doing very well. They're super long. Look how they extend all the way down. Apple tree right here, 2 different varieties, a red Fuji and a Granny. Right here we have couple of clusters of raspberries, 3 different varieties, and they all produce fruit this year. First year in the ground. Let's step up, go over to the mangoes. Got a couple of mangoes in the ground. This one's a Mahashinook. Just put this one in the ground. Is a Angie. And we walk over to some of the other stone fruits. We've got this Satsuma plum, fantastic plum tree, love it. We have a multi-bud, kind of a 4-in-1, peach, nectarine, apricot, and plum. My workhorse, which is the Desert Delight nectarine. And we got a 4-in-1 cherry tree. Bing, Rainier, and a couple of others. Variegated lemon. And right now we're in the citrus zone. That is a Valencia orange. I am pulling it out and putting in a Satsuma mandarin, which I like better. We have a blood orange. Good fruit on that tree. My favorite, one of my favorite fruits, the Oro Blanco. Here's a small version with fruit on it. The larger one. One of the few varieties where I have a duplicate because I really enjoy this fruit. That is a Go Nugget mandarin. That is a Tangelo. See the fruit coming in. It's looking good. And then we've got a Cara orange. And then around the pool area, I've got mangoes and blueberries predominantly in pots. Then we got bananas. Got a couple of bananas. We have the ice cream, which is here, and the apple manzana. These are the last of the apples on this particular rack. And then we've got some more coming in. Excuse me, that's the ice cream. This is the apple. It's coming in right there. I don't know if you can see it with the sun. But a rack of apple bananas. We'll move around. These are the grapevines, Concord grapes. These were really the only fruit tree was in the ground before I got here. Pomegranates. Oh, I skipped one of the pomegranates. Let me pan it back around. That's a Granada. This is a Parfianca. This is the 3rd of 4, which is a wonderful. Still has fruit on it. Let's see, there's still fruit in several places. Then up back here are loquats. Oliver with a champagne loquat in pots. They're flowering, looking great. This is a champagne in the ground loquat. All of these produced last year and are flowering, setting up for spring. March fruit, somewhere in the neighborhood. This Kesta 4th pomegranate. This is a Angel Red. So 4 varieties. It's one of my favorite fruits. And we're coming into the home stretch. Over here, making way for a miracle berry. Kind of get a sense of how I dig the holes. I have to dig them really deep because the soil is so bad. I have to mend it heavily. It's compacted, so I need to give it a lot of area to kind of have good drainage. And then also because of the ornamental trees that are here have long established roots. So I try to give it a nice area to grow. Seems to work well on my property in my soil conditions. It's a guava. It's a beautiful, beautiful tree. Don't like the fruit very much. Probably going to replace it, but a beautiful tree. The passion fruit does well, doubles as a privacy hedge. I don't know if you can see all of the passion fruit that is on this. This thing produces a lot, starting at about May, June, goes all the way to January. So wonderful plant, just got to keep control of it. Moringa, tree of life. And we're up on my 3rd level. Everything I've done here has been built onto kind of a hillside, out of the way of the kind of the functional living areas by design. Make use of the land, even though it's mostly sloped. And here is mango tree. I have high hopes for this one next year. This is the orange sherbet. It's doing well. It's healthy. Avocados over here, lamb haas. And right over there is a fuerte. They haven't produced yet, but we'll see what happens this fall. And then the last couple, this is a mulberry. And this is a Barbados cherry. Then over in this area, I'm going to throw some more mangoes in the ground. And that's really it. That's kind of a quick tour done in 5-6 minutes of the orchard. About the quickest I could run through it without just sprinting and without giving any details. I could do a little quicker if I didn't give any details, but that's the orchard. 45 or so trees in the ground, and adding a few more. Going to get to about 50. Going to replace a couple that I don't like, but for the most part, this is what's going to be part of the long-term plan. And thanks for joining the quick tour, Michael's Urgent Backyard Orchard. Thanks.